Moving down to the next item on the agenda would be opening remarks by Daniel Kanu, the National Chairman. Again, I wish to welcome all of you to this meeting. As you've seen in the program that we have distributed to you, my opening remarks will lead us to the introduction of the programs, which you already have the packages in front of you. For those that are not too familiar with the programs, you know what Nigeria is passing through today. It's not new that Nigeria is passing through some challenges. Today we have high level of unemployment. We have high level of unethical behaviors, high level of immorality in our society, high levels of crime. We have ethnicity playing a negative role in our society. You have religious bigots using religion as a tool to manipulate the people. These are challenges that Nigeria is facing today. And unfortunately, none of these things that I say is new to Nigeria. If you look back in our history, 15 to 20 years ago, if you go down memory lane, you would see that the same problems that we're facing today were the same problems that we faced 15 to 20 years ago. The only thing that has changed is the players and the time, but the mentality still remains the same. It's unfortunate that it remains so. There's an article that came out on this day. I'm going to call for a copy of it to be brought. And if you read that interview, which I did with This Day, that interview says it all. For some of you that haven't heard of me or doesn't know what activities I've been involved in, I was the national chairman of Youth Honestly Ask for Abacha during that administration. And at that point, many people didn't understand what we were talking about. People used their personal opinion about the leadership then to manipulate and deceive people into thinking that the youth didn't want progress of Nigeria. At that time, like I railed out a minute ago, we had high unemployment, youth were neglected, so on and so forth, and we wanted to empower the youth. We wanted the youth to be paid more attention to be given more power, more position of authority. And some people used that against us. And what happened? Youth were neglected. Unemployment that was high then still remains high because things did not change. It's very easy to sit down and complain. It's very easy to meet with our friends and say, well, leadership is the problem. But the neglect of the past has caused the problems of the present. Today, everybody is talking about terrorism, that terrorism is our problem. But I stand to tell you, yes, terrorism is a problem, but it's not our Nigerian problem. Terrorism is not the reason why Nigeria is where it is today. It's only a small symptom of a bigger problem. So that leads us to what we're trying to do today. The struggles of the past continues. Struggles of the past continues. Because if we don't change the present, the future will be worse. So how do we change the present? The revolution, the New Deal Renaissance, which you would read if you look at that flyer that was given to you. On the back of those folders, you will see where it says New Deal Renaissance. New Deal Renaissance is a New Deal revolution. It's our attempt. It's our attempt to correct the ills of the past by building up our society from the bottom up.